You know, I'm talking about stuff right now. You know, a few years ago, I got off social media, just got off all these platforms. Um, you wasting your time and you doom scrolling. And what I learned about it, why people uh, don't want to hear about they're hooked on this phone right here. So I'm gonna be real with you. You know, when I stepped away from social media, it was not because you're weak-minded. It's not because you're lost. It's because I finally seen what it was doing to the mind. You know what I mean? And most people they're trapped in it and don't realize it. You know what I mean? So the realization comes to this. First, it feels like it's harmless, like it ain't doing nothing to you. You pick your phone up for a few minutes, you scroll a little, watch a little couple videos, and suddenly you're doing it for an hour, 2 hours gone. And you didn't even build shit. You know what I mean? You didn't grow, you didn't even elevate. You know what I mean? You just consumed what was going on and in the comparison of the thing. So that's when it hit me. When I was off of it for a year, I come back on and I said, I'm a self-product. But I got back on it, it's the same shit that I seen when I was off. You know what I'm saying? When I got back on it, it's the same shit. When I left, it's still the same shit. So that's the mind trap. You know, social media is designed to rewire your brain. Every like you get, every notification, every scroll, it hits your mind with the dopamine that you are looking for, and now your brain starts to crave it. You know, even though you don't want peace, you want stimulation. You can't sit still, you can't focus, you can't even think deep. You know what I'm saying? And the mind becomes scattered. You know, and once your mind is scattered, your life starts to follow what's going on. You know what I mean? You start to compare yourself to what's going on in social media, relationships, and everything. That's when you start losing focus. So you have to pay attention and why it's so hard now to. People, you can't even read a book and stay disciplined. Your focus is you have to know your purpose because your brain has been trained for speed, not depth. A quick video, a quick laugh, quick emotions, but real growth. You know what I mean? That stuff takes time, it takes stillness, it takes focus. And social media is the enemy of that. See what I'm saying? For programming of your thoughts. Most people don't even think for themselves, but they're not. You just been fed by opinions all day long. What to believe, what to feel, what to be mad about. Your algorithm decides your reality. You know what I'm saying? So now you're not thinking, you're not reacting, or whatever. You're not thinking. You just reacting, and that's how people lose their power. One thing about it, you start to do a comparison with the illusion that they have. Because people on here, man, you start to compare yourself to what's going on here, like in competition. You see the illusion. These people posting pictures of themselves. They're just a picture they took of themselves feeling good that day. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to go a little deeper with you. Like people only show highlights. They only show the struggles. They don't show the pain, not the truth. So now you start comparing your real life to someone else's life. See what I'm saying? That's the illusion. And it creates doubt, anxiety, this feeling like you're behind, but you're not behind. You're just distracted. So your time is really just being stolen. Here's the truth but most people don't want to face. Social media is stealing your life in small pieces. Every hour scrolling is time you could be building your business, healing your body, disciplining your mind. But instead, you give that time away for nothing. And why that I said I'm stepping away from it, and you might see me back in the future when elevation is starting to, what I let you see. See what I'm saying? Because I want my mind back. So you gotta get your mind back. I want clarity. I want discipline. I want real growth. I don't want just consume. I want to create what's happening in my real life. I don't want the noise. I want peace. See what I'm saying?
I got a lot of deep
nobody else
inside,
is
I'm
doing
willing to
here.
face 'em.
I never
Going
was
to
in
the
a
top of mountain
speaking
side,
stage.
spirits talking,
I
man,
don't
I'm
even
listening.
scroll past. I don't even scroll. If I go to my own shit, I'm liking my own shit. I look at my own page. See what I'm saying?
Seems like I'm letting go of people left and right when I don't want to. Sometimes you gotta let go of the past memories of the shit gonna haunt you. Cause you can never grow in life if you hang around folks that gon' bring out the old you.
The thoughts become clear. Once you off of that, you start to get back in tune with nature. See what I'm saying? And your focus starts to return. You start thinking for yourself again. You start reacting. You quit worrying about what's going on, everybody else's relationships and what's happening in here. And you start to build. Because the final message I want to give you is that ain't everybody, most people won't leave. See what I'm saying? Because they're addicted. Because they fear missing out. Because they don't know who they really are without it. That's all I can say. But if you can step away from it, even for a little while, you'll see the truth. Once you see it, you can just once you see, you can't unsee. See what I'm saying? So if this message hits you, take a break from it, even just for a day, or just disconnect, then reconnect with yourself. That's the real power. See what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of devils on this social media. You know, y'all know who I'm talking about. There's a lot of snakes on this motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just waiting for what's happening in your life. Most people you out here ain't even your friend. You'll find out that even your family ain't even supporting what's going on here. That's when you start to realize, oh man, this shit ain't even real. See what I'm saying? Like what's the heart and life, are they really supporting what you got going on? See what I'm saying? Just get your life back. Get healthy. Get this money out here. There's money to be made, and it's not even on social media. You're wasting all your life on social media.
I break down 36 ounces, break it down as I shine. I made a bunny ski, you know they cutting up a line. Cut a line, break it down, you know I'm going out for mine. Cut a line, break it down, you know I'm going out for mine. Break it down on the bread, you know I got ugly mind. Break it down on the bread, you know